What's up everyone, my name is Ben and today we'll be taking a closer look at some of the exceptional reasons why you should buy the Xiaomi Redmi 6 Pro. If you don't know or if you're not familiar, the Redmi 6 lineup was introduced a few weeks back and the Redmi 6 Pro is the top or the best phone out of those three phones that were released in the lineup. The phone does have some downsides which I have talked about in another video, which you can check on my channel, but today we'll be taking a look at 5 reasons why you should buy the Xiaomi Redmi 6 Pro, and without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. The first reason why I'm a big fan of this phone, the Xiaomi Redmi 6 Pro, is the display. Xiaomi introduced a notch with the Redmi 6 Pro, which is an upside and also a downside. Let me explain. So the upside is because you of course get more screen real estate. Essentially the front of the phone is all display now, which is really good, so Xiaomi is definitely moving in the right direction. Now the display, why I love it so much. This is one of the best displays on the Xiaomi lineup, I believe. It's a full HD plus display, so the FHD plus display with a PPI of over 400 and a resolution of 1080 by 2280, which is really nice. Now the display also has a 2.5D basically Gorilla Glass, which will prevent it from drops, but essentially the main reason why I'm so impressed by the display is the quality. It's really good for a budget phone of this price. Budget phones usually struggle with their camera performance, but that's definitely not the case with Xiaomi Redmi 6 Pro. The phone features a dual camera setup on the back with a 12 megapixel camera along with a 5 megapixel camera. The camera also has a lot of AI capabilities, which basically help you with shooting photos. So let's say you're shooting some plants, it will adjust the photos for you, the settings for you. If you're shooting a sunset, it will also adjust the settings for you. It has a lot of AI modes, which is really cool. The photos are really good when it comes to colors, saturation, contrast. They're not oversaturated or undersaturated. The balance is just right. And when it comes to a budget phone, that's a big plus. Most of the phones these days are coming with dual SIM card capability, but here's a big question when it comes to that. Most of the phones these days are advertising both dual SIM cards on one side and also a micro SD card on the other. But the case really is, well, you can't combine the two. You can't have a micro SD card in the phone while also using dual SIMs in the device. That's not the case with the Redmi 6 Pro. This is one of the first phones, I believe, at least in the Xiaomi lineup, that allows you to have 2 SIM cards as well as a micro SD card, all basically at the same time, which is really good. That wasn't the case before with most of Xiaomi phones, so this is another step in the right direction. The fourth reason why I'm a big fan of the Redmi 6 Pro is the fact that the phone has some of the features that are disappearing with every new phone. First off, we have the IR blaster. I personally watch quite a bit of TV and I'm always looking for my remote, and these days there's not many IR blasters, but luckily the Xiaomi Redmi 6 Pro still features the IR blaster, which allows you to basically use your phone as a remote for your stereo system, TV, computer, projector, any electronic device that has a remote. And of course we still have the 3.5mm headphone jack. I believe the OnePlus 6T will be getting rid of the headphone jack, which is unfortunate, but luckily the Redmi 6 Pro will still keep the 3.5mm headphone jack, which is, well, I'm happy about that, let's just put it that way. The fifth reason why I'm a big fan of the Redmi 6 Pro, well, the phone is trying to have an all-screen display, and you can basically essentially remove the buttons on the bottom of the display, which are in-screen buttons, and with that you can get even more screen real estate. But then you may ask, how will I control the phone? And the answer to that is gestures. The Xiaomi Redmi 6 Pro comes with really good gestures. In my opinion, the gestures by Xiaomi in the MIUI work even better than the gestures on the new iPhone XS. That's just my personal preference, but the Redmi 6 Pro features some incredible gesture support, and I really do give props to Xiaomi for doing a really good job at that. So these were basically 5 reasons why I'm a big fan of the Xiaomi Redmi 6 Pro. I really like this phone, especially for the price that you're paying, and in my opinion, it's definitely a good buy. So hopefully guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely consider dropping it a like, and I'll see you all in the next one.